Hello, I'm Estefania from Mind Driller, and you're watching Loud TV.
So today I'm with Estefania from Mind Driller, a real good Spanish band that I like and I saw twice in Spain. And there is a new stuff at the beginning of this new year, Inbolution.
Yeah.
Spanish or English or a mix?
Inbolution. Well, it's mixed. It's basically English, but we made up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's involution with B, which is kind of weird, but that has an explanation.
What about this horrible year? You should have played in France. You should have played through Europe again with Oomph, I think.
Yeah, we played that. That was the only thing that we were able to do. Back in March.
Yeah.
We did that, and then we landed in Spain, and then the whole world went into lockdown. So, yeah, no live shows anymore.
Yeah, and should have tour in a festival in France and other festival this summer. We should have played.
Yeah, like big ones. Big ones. We were so excited about that because it was the first time. It was going to be the first time that we were going to play those big festivals here in Spain. And also we were going to visit again Germany with Oomph again, but just one concert and one festival. And then France, as you said before. But we'll have to wait. Some of them got cancelled and other ones got postponed. So we'll see if we will be able to play them again.
Yeah. So what about Inbolution? It's so there are new songs, remixes, stuff without lyrics for karaoke.
That's right.
For Japanese guys or what?
Well, for everyone who feels like singing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and we hope to see videos. If you do that, just record yourself and you send the stuff to us.
Great.
Yeah, it has rare content in it. As you said, it has remixes. There are 3 remixes from songs from Inbolution. 2 of them were made by our guitar player, Javi. They're amazing. It's interesting to listen to them in a different way because they change completely. Some of them are more electronic, and the other ones are more like more peaceful. But yeah, and then 3 new songs. 2 of them that we left behind in Involution. They were from Involution, but we decided to leave them apart because they weren't completely finished, and we didn't want to have our EP and record to be 14 songs, which we find too much these days. We decided to make it into 12, and we left behind those 2 songs. And now it feels like the perfect time to publish them, to release them with a new one, which is Prophecy, our new single.
Yeah. So what about Prophecy? This your new single. You have released the video with all the bad news, and you mentioned Paris with terrorist attacks and stuff like this. So what are the topics of this new song?
Okay, so Prophecy is like a whole new song that we made during quarantine and lockdown. And we decided to call it Prophecy, as you said, because it is related to the Involution still. And yeah, the topics in the lyrics, for example, or in the video reflect all these involution and topics that we were kind of announcing in our record involution. So that's why we decided to call this song Prophecy. Like we saw this coming, not like we predicted this pandemic thing, but that we got the feeling that something bad was going to happen, and there you go.
Yeah, it's a horrible year for
It
metal
is.
fans, for metalheads who like to go out to go to concerts and
Well, we've got the mall, and which is a place where you are allowed to go. That's the wrong thing about this pandemic thing. That some artists, like one popular artist here, like very traditional, called Raphael. I don't know if you know him. Probably
no,
you don't. Okay, so
no.
it's quite popular and quite a this dinosaur artist.
Mhm.
Here in Spain, and he did a concert last week with 5,000 people.
5,000.
Five
Wow.
thousand people. So he's allowed to play concerts, but other artists are not, and that's unfair. That is the wrong thing about this. Some people are allowed to do stuff, but others are not, and that feels completely wrong.
Did people were on chairs with
Yeah,
them?
there were like all security measures, but 5,000 people, man.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
huge concerts.
in
Yeah,
a closed venue,
yeah,
the closed venue. But yeah, they were sitting. I mean, all security measures. But I find it really unfair.
yeah. You're right. So there is a new also song Overthrow, which is
Yes.
really different. It's more ambient, slow down sound with of course German lyrics. It's more more Rammstein style in his voice of
Hmm.
Daniel, right?
Yeah, Daniel. That's it.
Yeah. And my question is, Daniel is German, right?
Is Daniel German?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Ah,
He's
okay.
he's from Madrid, Parla, actually.
Okay. I thought he was he was German. He was his native language. You know.
No, no. It's not. But he will be very glad to hear that.
So German people, please
Yeah.
send good vibes to Daniel, the most German Spanish boy.
Yeah, and the thing is that we don't know if he does it right or not because we have no idea. But it looks like he knows what he does. You know.
Okay. So you don't speak German at all.
No, and the fun fact is that I am the one that has German family.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got German relatives, and my father is German.
Really?
Yeah, but I have no idea of the language about the
Okay.
language.
And there are, as you mentioned, three remixes.
Yes.
It's it's funny because it's kind of like Oomph did it in the past a lot with this dancing and very hardcore mixes. Did you do that intentionally? Because we are both fond of Oomph.
Yeah, I know. Xavi is the one that he's really into this industrial variety of music. Me personally, I'm more into metal, more metal
In general.
variant. Yeah,
Yeah.
and so he's the one and main composer in the band. So I suppose it came naturally. It came natural because he's really into that kind of music. But yeah,
Okay.
Omf is a big influence for us as well. So maybe in a way.
So, as you mentioned previously, you said you wrote you wrote song during the lockdown. Any ideas about new stuff, new album, maybe for next year's um, with new stuff and new lyrics?
Yeah, definitely. There are stuff coming in a way. We wrote a lot of music during quarantine. It could be said that we have a new record ready, but it, instrumentally speaking, we haven't. We have a couple of melodies, but they're not completely done. So we're in the process, and but we have no idea when the release will be. Which we're just waiting for the situation to be over, because we want to play concerts still with Involution. Yeah, but maybe next year or 2 years. I don't know.
Okay. And what about your? I think you have four bands, right? You sing in four bands.
Yeah. Okay. So I am 5 projects.
Five.
Yeah, but 3 of them are cover bands, and I'm in those projects to make a living. I that's for kind of a job, more like a hobby. Because with Mind Driller and Arise, which is the other project, with it as a whole lyrics in Spanish, is a bit different from Mind Driller, and I do that as a job to earn some money
Mm-hmm.
and invest it on the other projects. It's quite expensive these days to have a band.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's also I'm an English teacher, so I combine both jobs.
Okay. So you sing every day.
Yeah, well, not now, but I used to before this whole situation. So that's the reason why it was really tough for me uh, experiencing all these mess, because I was very used to playing gigs every weekend. You know,
Yeah.
I was playing concerts every weekend, and I had like maybe 4 gigs in 2 days. So it was crazy.
And
But yeah, we'll see this as a positive thing. So my voice is better rested now. I mean, there's some positiveness in there.
yeah. What are the bands that you like to cover with your bands?
Okay,
Is it more
so
rock?
we have 3 different cover bands. The acoustic I have one which is called the acoustic set, which is into acoustic, obviously, and we cover music like pop and rock, like maybe Rihanna, and but then Four Non Blondes and Rem. I know there's a lot of variety, but from pop to pop rock. And then Estefania, for example, is all more or less the same, but with a whole band behind it.
Okay.
And Dirty Fingers is more into rock and alternative rock. The Strokes, the Hives, Nirvana, all that. But really commercial, because we play in pubs and even weddings. So there are hits,
Yeah.
a lot of hits.
Okay. So you should have work in Alicante in maybe in the summer, maybe
Yeah.
in hotels or stuff like this. No.
Well, no hotels, but mainly pubs and a couple of weddings we were supposed to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So what about next year? What do you want to do next year with a band, Mind Driller?
Okay, so we will focus on finishing this record that's coming and that will come in the future. We have, as I told you, we have all the instruments done. and we just need to work on the lyrics and melodies and just mainly vocals now. And we will be focusing on that. And let's hope that we can play the festivals in the summer. I don't think so, frankly, but let's hope.
All this stuff is a good thing for you to write lyrics, right?
It is. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a fucking mess, and
so the bad news is that we did it in a way with Involution, so we can't repeat before all this situation happened. So, but yeah, there are always things to write about.
yeah. And what about the artwork that we can see? It's I like that. Who made this?
Okay, that's a nice question. Did you bring in? This artwork has been the one that was made by a true art designer, graphic designer, because Involution was done completely by Uwe, who's not a real graphic designer. I mean, he's got some talent in there, but he's not. It's not his job.
Yeah.
And we hire a true graphic designer this time, and as you can see, the results are amazing. I'm very happy with them. It's amazing. But yeah, it's like we fucked the earth, we humans, and as we are stepping backwards, now we're monkeys again, but we fucked up the world. We have to get away and fuck another planet. So that's why you see an astronaut, monkey astronaut.
Yeah. This is the. You should have watched this movie, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's it. Kind of. That's our movie.
Yeah. What's your favorite? The old one or the new one?
Well, the old one has this special oldie thing. You know, the effects are not the same, but in the new one, the effects are mind blowing. So I find both quite interesting.
Okay. Okay, Estefania. Muchas gracias.
You're welcome. De nada.
And hope to see you live next year.
Yeah, let's hope very strongly.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.